Hey teachers, if you're anything like me, you want to know exactly what you're getting before you make a purchase. So there are 3 offers on the sales page. Offer 1 is the full year writing curriculum. Offer 2 is the elementary writing renovation course. And offer 3 is a combination of offers 1 and 2, plus a full year grammar curriculum. So this grammar and writing includes this writing portion plus another grammar bundle. So let me show you what you're going to get inside each of these offers. So if you purchase the elementary writing renovation course, you are going to get a link to this Google Doc. And everything you need is on this Google Doc. There's an intro video from me, an invitation to a private Facebook group, your companion workbook, and your PD certificate, and your toolkit, which looks like this. It includes a bunch of posters, lesson plan templates, outlines, and everything you need for your course. And then you scroll down to page 2 and 3, and you have all your course content. You have the titles here and links to the video trainings on YouTube here, as well as the time duration, so you can plan out how you want to pace this course. So everything is pre-recorded, and you can just work through it at your pace. Okay, if you purchase the writing curriculum, you will get a link to a Google folder for your grade level. So this is for 3rd grade writing. You'll get a directions file and then your 5 units: intro to writing, personal narrative writing, realistic fiction, informational, and opinion writing. So let me show you what one of these units looks like. This is the realistic fiction writing unit for 3rd grade. It's 169 pages, and it takes students through the writing process 2 times for realistic fiction writing. So you will see you have a pacing guide here, you have conference form and schedules, and then you have detailed lesson plans to take you through the entire writing process. So lesson 1 is just brainstorming topics for your narrative. And then you get these colorful posters, black and white versions to support your lesson plans, and graphic organizers to support your lesson plans, as well as samples of them so you can know how your students are to complete them. So this takes you through pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, publishing for 2 narrative writing pieces. All right, so if you make a purchase of offer 3, which includes the grammar curriculum, you're also going to get a link to this Google folder for grammar. So this is 3rd grade grammar. You have your teacher instructions as your first document, which just explains how to use the resource. Then you have your pacing guide, which some of you might already have as a freebie. And then you will get a link to your Google Slides. So it's right here on page 3, I think. And your Google Slides will look like this. You will have all these slides that take you through every single grammar skill you're going to teach, all the mentor sentences, and all the lessons you need for the routine. Going back, your 3rd resource are your anchor charts. So on day 2 of the routine, you're creating an anchor chart where you're actually going to explicitly teach the skill. So you will post these in your classroom, and you have an anchor chart for every single skill that you're going to teach. Okay, on day 3, your students are going to write imitation sentences. So you have a worksheet for every weekly grammar skill. So on week 1, they're learning about nouns and subjects. So this is your mentor sentence, and students are going to write imitation sentences that resemble these mentor sentences. So there's one of those for every weekly grammar skill. And then your next resource is for day 4, your boom cards. You'll get a link to a boom bundle on boomlearning.com. Don't worry, this is free, included with your purchase. Just make sure you follow the directions here so you can assign them for free. You don't want to get a paid account. There's a way to assign for free. Okay, so you get 30 boom decks on the Boom Learning. Students absolutely love those. And then on day 4, your students are going to revise for the grammar skill in their own writing. So you get a targeted grammar checklist for every single weekly skill. So week 1 for 3rd grade is nouns and subjects. So this revising checklist will have students revise their writing just to make sure they use subjects correctly and a capital and end mark for all of their sentences. So you get a checklist for every single weekly grammar skill. And finally, your authentic assessments you can do on day 5 as well. Authentic assessments make sure your students actually know how to apply grammar in their writing. So for this nouns and subjects lesson, they actually have to write a sentence with an animal, with a thing, with a person, and to make sure they know how to use nouns correctly in their writing. And then it comes with a rubric for each skill, and you have an assessment for every weekly grammar skill. All right, that is what is included in these 3 offers. I hope this is helpful for you and will just guide you as you decide which offer is right for you.